now we are about to find out if Big Eartha is dually ready. So what I mean by that is she going to be able to support two back tires on either side of the truck like a real dually? Let's find out. First, what we're going to do is we are going to uh, put the actual wheel and rim on the axle just to make sure that she'll hold and to see if we need to make any modifications. And then if that works, then what we're going to do is we are going to swap tires and we're going to swap rims. Let's do that now. So what I'm reaching for right now is just my air pump. I haven't done any testing, so what we're doing this live on screen right now. So if you're in here, make sure you guys smash that like button, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so in the previous live stream, if you guys didn't catch it, we are going to attempt to take this rim. Now, mind you, this is Big Eartha's old wheel and tire. This was actually taken from the front. The front tires actually got replaced with actual pneumatic tires, wheelbarrow wheels. And this is the drive hub that we actually have to mount on the back of one of these rims. So the goal is to get rid of this plastic rubber hybrid. And the goal is to put this tire mounted on this steel rim and then mount this steel rim onto the truck. So before we go ahead, waste our time swapping tires on different rims, and take this rim that's intended on going on the back of the truck, and we're gonna go ahead and make sure that it fits. And then if it doesn't, because of the axle or whatever, see if we could change the hardware to get it to fit. I do have an assortment of washers and applicable things we can try to see if it'll fit. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna move you guys over here. Make sure you guys smash that like button as soon as you guys join. Would greatly be appreciated. All right. And I'm going to lower you guys down right here and lower you guys down right here. So this is the axle that we're working with. That's the new front tire right there. And let me just adjust the chat, all messages. So we're going to take that off, but before we do, this is the rim that we are going to use, not the tire, but the rim. The reason why we're going to use this rim, because it has bolts already on it. I do not have the actual bolts that we are going to use for the dually today. I will have to go out and get that once I get the new length of the bolts that we need and the diameter of the bolts. So let's go ahead, take this nut off. And if you didn't catch it in the last live stream, I actually re-threaded this axle because it was actually starting to strip out. Now, we always want the valve stem facing out. And that does not fit. So this hub here needs to get knocked out and see if we can fit a different one and maybe get some wheel bearing ones. If not, it's cool. So the perks of this build is that we're going to be using other parts from other things. So we're going to go ahead and cut these white straps off and see if any of that fits. I'll just use my seatbelt cutter on my knife. Or maybe not. Oh, I got halfway through. All right. So Here's some additional hardware we're going to put off to the side, right over here. And we're going to cut this one off as well. Sweet. All right, so now the goal is to find which one fits this, so that actually fits nice and snug on there. Or yeah, that one actually fits nice and snug on there. And then the goal is to take out the hardware off of the other wheel, which is right here. Bear with me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Let me just get you guys. That's what's hard about doing all this stuff live. All right, cool. Did you fix motorbike? Negative. Are those tires directional or non-directional? I don't think they're directional, to be honest. Take a look at it. You tell me. Make sure you guys smash that like button. They don't really look directional to me. Seatbelt cutter would get you killed, yes. Strap, you should throw that one way and get a new one. Hold on. Strap, you should throw that one away and get a new one. Which one? Which strap? So this is a. So I guess before I start taking this axle piece off, because I'm sure I can just knock it out, what I want to do is I want to deflate the tires and make sure that the tires fit before I start swapping hardware on them. So that way, if I need to return them for any reason, I can go ahead and do that. Let me grab my screwdriver. I thought I had a valve stem remover. I just don't know what I did with it. I thought I had one, but I don't know. I'll just have to revert back to my old ways, Frank. There. That goes there. So which strap are you talking about? And just to make this easier, I bought the tire removal tool. I have one of my old ones. I just couldn't find the other one. So we're gonna go ahead, remove the air out of these. Do the same thing for this one. Okay. And the direction you usually have an arrow, you can tell by treads. The water runs as the tread is filling up. It's been out of control. Oh yeah. The plastic. Well, that's the one that came with the tire. Yeah, so the reason why I'm going with this is so that way these tires are more aggressive and they feel more, they're more aggressive, they're more flat versus this one is like something that you would put on like a wheelbarrow or something that you're not going to put a lot of torque stress on, if that makes sense. Which the new upgrade on my son's truck, he got new motors and gears on it. And we're going to break the seal on this really quick. So this says it's a 13-inch rim. This one says it's a 12-inch with 6-inch wheel, but I don't know how big the wheel is on that. And I know I have a measurement tape right here somewhere. So it says about 6 and 6/8. Wait, 5/8. 6 and 5/8. And this is a 7. So we'll see. It's going to be tight, like a toy gun. I'm going to have to remove some more air on this. Oh, dude, that is gnarly. That is gnarly. I don't have a tire removal. Trying to think, do I have a? Yeah, I got a bigger crowbar. I would just have to go get it. I'm just trying to think. Anything else I can possibly give you leverage? Oh, my son's training wheel. Let's try that. There we go. Put a little PB blaster on there. Sweet. It is rear wheel drive. Let's see. You can't open the tire with the tool. No. They didn't give me that tool. They didn't give me that tool. I'm gonna flip you around just so that I can read the chat while we're working. All right. Bear with me a second. Sweet. Yeah, so no, this is like a slime pack. This is for like bicycle inner tubes. This is basically the same thing. Except I don't know where I got that one from. So now the goal is to get this rim out. My kid's training wheel. Wipe off the excess PB blaster. There we go. So now this wheel, we're gonna put that to the side. And to think I gotta do this 4 more times, that's gonna suck. So this wheel inner tube Put that right there. Let me just double check, make sure all the air is out of here. At least as much as possible, right? Make sure you guys smash that like button, please. It helps a tremendo. Mira, bravo. Ay! Put a little PB blaster on that. Ow! Now I'll start away from the valve stem. Oh, come on, baby. Oh. Come on, bruh. Let me try this other side. No, I bent the rim. Dang, that's a hard, bruh, look at that. No. Oh, man. No. Crap. Dude, that's a hard tire. Dude. Why are you taking the tires off? Sweet. Tires off of here or off of the truck exactly? That's like almost breaking my tool. Yeah, are you wondering why I'm taking the tires off of the rims or the tires off of the truck? Oh, why am I taking these tires off? All right, so I explained it at the beginning of the video and the end of the last video. So this is the rim that came with this tire, okay? So I really love this tread. This tread and this rim are the same ones that I'm using for the front of this truck, but I cannot put I can't put the drive assembly, which this is the truck's original tires, well, besides this, but the plastic, and I can't put this hub, which is how the truck drives, on this hub because it's slanted. See how it has like that cone shape? So I can't get my drill bit to go in there without walking. That's number one. Number two, I really, really like these rims. Not only are they flat, not only are the rims flat, but they are already pre-drilled with holes. So that way I can mount up that hub on the back of the rim. And then that way, when I have a second one, I can mount it right onto here using the 5-star lug pattern that it already has. Yep. So these tires are more rounded, and these tires are like, how do I say it? These tires, they're just not aggressive enough for a dump truck, you know? For a wheelbarrow, sure. But for a dump truck, I don't see it. And these tires right here are like more rubber-like, if that makes sense. And these have a more aggressive tread. And so the goal is to put this tire with this inner tube on this rim, so that way, yeah, so that way on the back of his truck, it'll be a dually. It'll be for sure a dually. Um, so the goal is to get this tire off of this rim, save these tires for another project, maybe mount these tires on the rim that I just extracted from that tire, and use that for, I eventually want to build my son a log hauler. So when we go to cut down a tree or something in the woods, and I cut it into an 8-foot section, I want to build him his own little, almost like a little gorilla cart, if that makes sense. And just have those tires either for spares or whatever, but I'm eventually going to invest in like a very small winch, probably like a 3,500 pound winch or something, 2,500 pound, a little 12 volt ATV winch for him to mount on his trailer. I mean, that's me being ambitious, but if I can get it done, I can get it done. Yeah. So that's the goal, man. Every chance I get, I try to, where did I put that training wheel? Oh, right here in front of me. Every chance I get, I try to make upgrades or modifications to his truck. So, come on, darling. And the reason why the truck is called Big Eartha is because she's a huge, for what it's worth, this truck actually is one of the workhorses around the Homestead. Oh, my vice grips are right up there. I'm a doofus. Oh, my goodness gracious, bro. What do you use the trees for? I actually produce my own firewood. Hold on one second. See if I can like swivel you guys right there. Here's my 6.5 ton plug-in log splitter that I retrofitted with a custom foot pedal. So I could like step on this to get the hydraulic piston to close. Put that on there with like a piece of scrap wood and a $3 door hinge and some self-tapping screws. Here's a 4-way log splitter that I use quite often. I just got done building a big wood bin to hold all my firewood. And then also, I don't know what my lady did with it, but it's got to be around here somewhere. I do have like my own table saw. I do have my own wood planer, a DeWalt wood planer. But if you want, I could show you outside really quick, so you could see what the Homestead property looks like, and you can see my wood bin. The rim splits apart, bro. No, bro, you're lying. Hold, yo, Jeremy, no, number one, cuties, dude. Hold on, wait a minute, guys, yo. Number one, Cuddies. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. John Joe, you didn't even tell me this, bruh. What? Hold on. So, listen. Hey. Hold on. Yo, this is real. Yo, if this is real, I'm probably gonna delete this live stream. If this is real, dude. Hold on. Dude, if this is real, hold on. So, all I got a socket. Where's my impact socket? Hold on. Right here in front of my freaking face. Hold on a minute. Hold the... Listen, hey. Somebody. Anybody. Hold on. What size is that? 13 millimeter. Hold on a second. Dude, if this is real, bro, I'm about to quit. Hold on, that's a 12. Let me find a 13. That's a half. That looks like another 13. Hold on. Wait, hold on. What's going on, Jeremy? If I wanted to debacle, I'd... Hold on. This guy. If I wanted to debacle, I'd look for tools. SpongeBob. Dude, yes. Hold on. Bro, if this is real life, and I didn't even... Yo, smash that like button. I am learning life skills here, Frank. Somebody, anybody, pinch me, Frank. What the... Dude, if this is real life, if this is real, bro, let me get a socket extension. Where the heck are my socket extensions? This one is kind of overkill, but it's just going to have to do for now. Do I still drive the Moffett forklift? No, I haven't. I haven't driven that since last summer. To gather is what we all do in our garages. Yeah. Probably gonna get your beard in it. Yeah. Yo. Oh, the comment section is legendary. All right. Man, this socket is like overkill, dude. Hold on. This extension. I gotta have a smaller extension somewhere. Here we go. Found a short one. Dude, there's no way. Dude, if this is real. Dude, if this is real, oh my God. I just bent the rim for nothing. All right, hold on. Come on, dude. What? You're stopping me from my greatness, bro. Oh my God. This can't be real life right now. Hold on. I'm just dropping everything. Dude, this all fell apart. And this freaking lock washer wasn't even like spread apart. There's no way that that's real, bro. If that's real, I'm gonna lose my mind. Let me grab my pliers. I'm like, yeah, this lock washer isn't even like open. You got me out here planning and stuff. Let me see if it'll just go with you. Oh yeah, look at that. I don't even need the other stuff. I look great here. Check your tire size. Yeah, we got one bolt out. All right, hold on. I guess I didn't even need to hold the other side. Well, I'll leave this here just in case I can tighten it. Guys, if this bolts together because it's two halves, Oh my God, what is going on, bro? What is life right now, bro? Oh my gosh, bruh. That's so wild, bro. Dude, I would have never guessed that. Dude, I would have never guessed that. Number one cutties, yo, cuties, cutties. Somebody, listen. If you want to buy something off the Etsy, I'll ship it to you free, bud. I'll get it shipped to you. This is great, bro. I feel like Beyonce in the Crazy in Love video right now. This is crazy, bro. The things you learn when TikTok goes down, huh? This is what life has become. It's the it's the libs. Yep. All right, look at that. Dude, so much easier. Wow. All right. All right, so this is the tire that I'm not using at the moment. But we have not a problem, but we have a little situation on our hands. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is these lock washers, these aren't even like legit. So I'm going to just spread these apart before I put them back on. Get these out. Oh, I forgot. I got a magnet here on the table. Dude, what is life right now? This is crazy. I would have never guessed that that's why. That's why. I would have never guessed. Saves a ton of extra work for sure, bro. I'm going to go ahead and open up these lock washers. Yeah, like, dude, these lock washers, they're trash. Oh, as I drop one. Yeah, these lock washers are trash. Yeah, like, they're not even open at all. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the Homestead, you guys just let me know, and I'll open up the garage and I'll show you guys what we've been working on and what kind of led up to this modification. Also, if you go on the channel and you check out you just type in Big Eartha, B-I-G. It's like Big Bertha, but it's Eartha because she's the earth mover. All right, so now we're going to take the more aggressive tire, the more flat tire. I appreciate you guys subscribing. Make sure you guys smash that like button because that greatly helps out the channel. Now, before I put this back on, let me just clean up all this PB blaster. Yeah, if you guys want to see the Homestead, just let me know. I will open up the shed and then we'll go take a walk around. Don't ask for much more. I'm useless. Dude, man. Yeah, I've been trying to just sell the bike. I got my son, he has a four-wheeler. It's a 24 volt, but it's actually ramped up to 36 volts right now. And then I just put like some greenish yellow headlights on it. And then he has a ground force drifter go-kart. It's supposed to be 24 volts, but I got that hooked up to 36 volts. He rips that around, but we're supposed to get snow tonight. So I already know tomorrow he's going to be asking to drive the quad outside. And so the quad, the four-wheeler is actually one of the workhorses, or the main workhorse right now. I'm actually going to get some more aggressive tires for that, some real aggressive tires for that quad. But my son's truck, Big Eartha, is the original workhorse around the farm, around the homestead. So what was I doing? All right, so here we go. Now, if this doesn't work, I'm not going to be too upset because I didn't waste that much time on it. But I'm excited. All right, so I think while I got this out, I might as well just try to so if you guys didn't catch it earlier, the axle won't actually fit through here. So I actually have to pop out these bearings. Yeah, I actually have to pop out these bearings, which kind of sucks, but it kind of doesn't, because I'll show you why. Hold on. You do something on the car late at night and a 1 hour job turns to, yeah, dude. Oh my God. Dude, it's the story of my life. Every time I go to do something on the car, like for instance, the last time I did an oil change on my lady's car, right? Crappy story. Last time I did an oil change on my lady's car, because I don't want to go to a, sorry, it keeps going out of focus. Give me 1 second. There we go. Huh? Give me 1 second. Oh, I almost died. Wow. Oh my God. I almost died. All right. So now that I just had my near-death experience and that's over, the last time I tried to do an oil change on my lady's car, we were just moving here and I had no idea where my oil pan was. So I had to go out, buy a new oil pan, like an oil drain pan. And it's over there. We bought it from Harbor Freight. It was like $17. It has like a drain hole right in the middle of this big pan. I didn't realize that my lady's Hyundai, she has a 2017 Hyundai Elantra. What I didn't realize is she has a bunch of plastic on the undercarriage of her car that you gotta take all the clips out, all the extra screws. I'm like, dude, this should have been a 15-minute job, right? So, whatever. I slide the oil drain pan, completely empty, brand new, never used it. I pull the drain plug out. It falls in the hole of this brand new drain pan. And now all the oil is going down inside the drain pan along with the drain oil pan, the oil pan on the car, the plug went in the hole. Went in the hole. So now I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me, bro. So now, and it's funny because this bucket that's right here is the bucket that we put all her oil into. So I'm like, all right, screw it. Mind you, her oil, hot. Well, just got that because where we moved from to where we live now is about a half an hour drive. Motor, hot, bro. Hot. I can't do the oil change before we go back to the old apartment unless I got the drain plug. So now I got to go get a Home Depot bucket, out the shed or whatever, pour all the oil in there into the 5-gallon Home Depot bucket. Got to stick my hand in the piping hot oil to fish around for it, and it's not in there. Ask me where it was. Go ahead, ask me. Someone put a potentially crazy message in there. It was still inside of the drain pan. It was like lodged in a corner. So I stuck my hand inside this piping hot oil, probably up to here, probably, and I'm fishing for it. Can't feel it. It's still inside the drain oil pan. So I just burnt my hand in this hot motor oil for nothing. And then I'm like, how the heck am I going to get it out? So, mind you, there's still like remnants of oil in the thing. So I'm just like, well, it's not in the bucket. So where is it? So I tapped the container on the ground. You could hear it get mislodged or whatever. I get it out. I put it back on the car. I poured the Home Depot bucket oil back into the oil drain pan thing. And then the oil filter, because you can't do an oil change without the oil filter, right? The way that her engine apron is set up, you have to remove the whole apron just to get the oil filter off. And I'm like, dude, this cannot be life right now, bro. This cannot be life. So, yeah, it was life. So, that sucked. That sucked. So I had to stick my hand in there. Like under the trailer apron, and I almost gave up, but I'm like, you know what? I already came this far. I'm not about to give up. Oh, I forgot. Screwing with you guys, I almost forgot to take this off. All right. Let me see. I don't want to mess up anything else, so I'm going to move this here. Take this. And I'm going to need like something to like knock into it. Let me see if I have a flathead or something. Another flathead. Got my hatchet. I knew that was going to come in handy. Maybe a file or something? I thought I had a file around here. Dude. I'll try a Phillips head bit. But, dude, what a... Oh, dude, I actually... Hold on a minute. I actually have a, what do you call that? A vise. I have a vise. Give me a second. I'll flip you guys around. 1 second. Click on my phone, Frank. All right, bear with me 1 moment. Get you guys flipped around. Get you guys brought over here to my work bench. Don't mind the mess. Don't mind the clutter. Everybody likes money, but I like bread and butter. All right, sweet. Flip you guys around. Come on, dude, flip around. There we go. All right, so there's my vise right there. Let me go ahead, open up the old gal. Matter of fact, let me put this axle nut back on so we don't lose that. This is the one that we're going to try to fit on. If not, we're going to do the bigger one, which I'll probably try to aim for the bigger one, which is actually already installed on the other way. Whoa. All right. So let me just check your comment real quick. I think it could come out from the other side of the tire. Like the other side of the rim from the inside, not outside. Because bearings should sit on a lip or an edge. Okay, I'll show you. All right, so there's not really much to grab onto. So I was thinking about sticking something in there and then knocking it out from the inside out. like that. Voila. Now I got some bearings. Yeah, baby. Ow! Look at that. Knocked out. Got my Harbor Freight 1 1/4 pound axe. Come on, baby. I got an idea. I have a much better idea. Dealing with you guys, I gotta learn to work smarter, not harder. Try to find the biggest socket I got. Well, that's relatively on the path there. Take this. There we go. Got that knocked out. Sweet. I'll put that there. And see. This is the old one. This is the one that came off of. And I just want to check something really quick. So in case you guys didn't know, if you go out and you get 1/2 inch, what is this? 1/2 inch PEX B tubing. I'll show you what that's good for. Well, flip you guys around. All right. So if you look here, now it's not going to be good for the back, but it's only good for the front. So you slide this on. I'm sure if you get like, you know, a bigger diameter, this will actually go over the axle and make the front slide even better. It's not going to work on the back, but if you have it for the front of your power wheel and you don't have like the exact wheels to go with it and you want to retrofit something, that will actually come in handy. I feel like I got a metal splinter or something. Oh yeah, some of that right there. Sweet. All right, let's see what we got. All right, so the one that we're going to use, I think it's this one. Let me just verify really quick. Yes, that is it. Oh, like a glove, baby. Maybe I'll put a little bit of lube in there. A little bit of lubrication. Aye! We got our strawberry jelly. And we're going to take this. And we're just going to do a little dab on the inside right there. Sweet Caroline. Bum, bum, bum. Take a little bit of more strawberry jelly. I'm going to flip this weasel over. And just put a little smear on the inside. And wipe my finger off on a rag. Yeah, so what do you guys think? I think this is going to be pretty swell. All right, so these two, just verify that this is the one. Yes, it is. That's the one. Yes, it is. Cool. So now we're going to take this. I'm going to have to whack this on the floor really quick. Sweet. It's almost in. Got it. All right, cool. So now we're gonna bring the lid for our grape jelly over here. And I'm gonna bring you guys back over here to the workstation. And then I'll flip you guys around so that way you guys can interact. And then if you guys want, I'll fire up the truck so you guys can watch it. Let me just flip you guys around. Bear with me 1 second. All right, bear with me 1 moment. And then let me just raise you guys up. All right, there we go. Better? I think so. All right. So now we're going to take this. Go. Put that there. We are going to not use that. We're going to match up the valve stem like so. And we are going to line that up like so. So that gets dropped in like that. So regular washer first, then lock washer, then nut. I'm going to use these lock washers for now. I will end up replacing those with a better quality. The reason why I'm not doing it now is because we still got some more mods to do. Alright, I think I might actually have to go get my my table clamp. There we go. Washer, lock washer, and nut. I think I'm only going to put 4 of them on just so that I could bring the others with me to, like one other with me to the store. show around here earlier. Yeah, let me just get these bolts in and I got you, bro. Yep, let me just get these bolts in and then I got you. Because all I gotta do is just put a couple of these bolts in and then the tire should just slide right on. And we still got some more mods to do, but I was supposed to work on this truck yesterday, but my mom came down, so I was just like hanging out with the fam yesterday. There we go. Locking washer there. So what I'm doing is I'm just squeezing the crap out the tire and I am assembling both flat washer sticking that through the hole, putting a lock washer on, and I'm trying to hurry up and get the nut on. Again, I'm only going to do 4 of these just so I can get another whatchamacallit, get some longer bolts on here. Oop. That's a locking washer, not a flat washer. But yeah, shout out to number 1 Cuddies, because this is a lifesaver, dude. All right, so it looks like it's a pretty good fit. Let me grab my ratchet. Oh, look at that. Look. Forgot to put a flat washer on that one. That's why. Flat washer, locking washer, and a nut. Yeah, it looks good, right? Dude. Yeah, let me just assemble this and then I'll show you around the wood yard and stuff. And the homestead. You know what? I'm going to put the last one on just because I don't want to lose it. And I could always take it off. Alright. Bolt. Flat washer. That goes there. This goes here. Locking washer and the nut. Goes there. that goes there. I'm gonna put that there. Bear with me 1 second. Got my air pump. It says max inflation 30 psi. Make sure I don't got no bulging. PSI. Sweet. Just gotta put the valve spring cap on. And it looks like one of these bolts I didn't tighten all the way. Now look at that. Blah! Yo, this looks freaking great. And then the next thing that I would have to do is move that there, that there. Is put like a little bit of grease on the inside. Slap it onto the axle. But we have to take these off and mount it right here. So, and if that doesn't work, let me just get these screws out real quick and I'll show you the wood bin that we built. I'll show you. Sweet. All right, so pull these out. Just get my pliers. Pull those out. There's always one, dude. Always one. There we go. All right. So this is the hub that I need to try to attach to the back of that. If you guys are just joining the live stream, make sure you guys smash that like button. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour of the Homestead and what's going on. So yeah, now this would have to get mounted probably on this side, which I will probably put the axle through and then tap the holes. But yeah, so put that right there, and then I'll probably put a bolt like through each one of these 4, and then I don't think I'm going to use these screw holes for that, but it should hold on if I have the bolts right there snug up against the drive. And I guess if I need to, I can always put some longer like shaft screws through here. But yeah, this is the plan right here. This is the plan right there. Put that there. And then just see how that would line up. or at least make it like a 3 hold. I'm not sure how I'm going to get it to work, but that is the plan. So let me show you guys outside and what that looks like. Let me get my hands cleaned up. All right, John Joe, you still here? All right, so this is what we got going on right now. This is, I think that's either like pine or spruce right there. That is like some spalted maple. So we had a huge windstorm, so I got like stuff out all in the yard and stuff. But I got some beautiful spalted maple right here. I want to use my chainsaw to cut that, like some nice slabs of that right there. Same thing here, some spalted maple. Yeah, lawn chair right there. I got some more lawn chairs over there. Got another lawn chair over there on the ground. And then I got a hand truck I got to fix. That's trash. I got to throw that out. Got some spare pallets here. Yeah, cutting board I'm not so sure of. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. So maybe slab this up, maybe slab that up. But it's frozen. Got these big chunks of spruce or pine or whatever that is. That is all going for firewood. I got my firewood stacked right here. This is all like mostly the older stuff. I got some like some limb wood in there too. This, some beautiful spalt. I'm gonna do some cookie cuts on these. And I got some more spalted wood right there up on the edge there. And then this is the big wood bin that we have been working on so diligently. So what my son does, like what happened was we had a bunch of this wood right here. Like it was like pretty much all level. We had that huge windstorm and knocked it over. And so what we did was we took Big Eartha, we threw all that wood in the back of Big Eartha and then had him drive up the driveway, up around and up through here. This ramp and then dump it right there. So he dumped it like right in there. So this is all the ramps for his truck. That's why I have the Home Depot paint stick. And then just to keep warm, that fire pit we set it up right there in that corner. The log splitter goes here. We run the extension cord from the house right there to here. I actually have an outdoor outlet right there. And then we run the extension cord with the log splitter here. And then that table that I've been using inside on the live stream, we set that up right there. And then what I'll do is I'll take all this stuff, I'll stack it up on the table. My lady will run the log splitter while I bring more wood to her. I actually had some cool buddies of mine drop this stuff off for me. We had a bunch of pallet wood, and this was just the smaller stuff. I do have plans for this. I'm probably gonna end up selling firewood next year, not this year, but I want to set up a little farm stand for my son because he likes to make money and go on adventures, and his hobbies aren't cheap. So I actually have a wood service company that comes out and drops off whole logs right there. He just dropped off some older wood. Some of it's rotted, some of it's whatever. Like it is what it is. I'll have to cut it up. But that's where the pine or the spruce was coming from. They were cut up into like 8-foot logs, and then I rented a chainsaw because I have a little wimpy 18-volt Ryobi saw that will take literally days to cut through one of those logs. So I rented a 18-inch steel um, steel chainsaw from a local rental place, and I rented it for an entire weekend for less than $100. And so I've been cutting all that up. Yep, putting it right over there. And then right here in this cutout, I actually had 2 pallets. You can kind of see where the marks were, but I actually had 2 pallets right there that we had a bunch of it's wood right there, birch. So we had a bunch of birch wood that was cut and split. Let me see if I could find some. We had a bunch of birch wood that was cut and split. I don't. Oh, right here. Yeah, some birch wood that was cut and split, and I realized that in that little driveway cutout, it's not going to dry because it's not going to get a lot of sun and it's not going to get a lot of wind. So whatever have you. So we ended up having my son, who is 4, loading that up into the back of Big Eartha and then driving it all the way up the driveway and then coming around, coming through the yard, coming back all the way over here, and then backing in and then dumping. So we moved, well, he moved all the wood from there to up here. And then I own an acre and a quarter. So pretty much as far as like that green reaches, that's all horsetail. It's an invasive species of weed or something. I don't know. Weeds, if you will. But yeah, so I'm still in the process of getting all the wood. So the original plan was to do log splitting over here because, you know, it was just easier because we already had a bunch of wood moved to here. And we had a bunch of wood here. A lot of this wood we got from my neighbor's house down the road. You could check that out on the YouTube Shorts clips. I think the name of the video is Big Eartha is in it for the log haul, LOG, log haul. And it was basically a bunch of wood that was already cut up at my neighbor's house that we were loading into the back of the radio flyer wagon, hooking up to Big Eartha, and having my son tow it home, which is literally right up the road. It's not that far. But my neighbor's basically getting rid of the wood, and this was one of the big chunks that we moved with the this other smaller stuff. We actually moved with Big Eartha. These couple pallets, I'm probably going to either cut them up or break them down and use them for firewood. I had a bunch of pallets stacked here or dropped off here. And then, yeah, we pretty much cleared that out by making the big wood bins. We used a couple of those hand trucks there. I just got that one. But that one actually bent when I went to go pick up a piece that was similar size of that one. So it basically folded my hand truck in half. These pallets right here, I'll probably use if I can't get all this wood split and stuff. Like if we get some deep freezes, or if I keep running out of time, I'll probably end up picking up this wood and putting it on here to help it dry out. Same thing with those pallets. If I have, you know, well, those are like really janky, so there's like a lot of open spaces in there, so I probably won't use that. And then also what we've been doing, I own to the other side of that creek. The wind blew that over there. That was originally over there, blew it into the creek. But what I have been doing is clearing all this out because all that is like thorn bushes and stuff like that. This, I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. But I actually pulled this log, and then there was some other logs that I cut down and I pulled. Oh, like right there in between that tree, there's a piece of a tree that was already fallen, and then all I did was drag it up this hill. That's a loud plane. So yeah, so I'm in the process of cutting these up into 16-inch cuts like that, and then having my son pull them over there, and then basically whatever is salvageable from here that I can use for firewood, I will. Same thing with everything that's in the creek because I want to get this cleaned out, and I might actually do some gold panning, see if there's anything in this creek. Anything. There's a lot of dead, you know, limb and stuff like that. I purposely threw it in here because all this was like sediment and skunk cabbage. So I don't want that over there. So, but yeah, so the original plan was to start moving some of this back over there and start doing log splitting right there because all the off pieces we were using as grip for the ramp and to like start backfilling some of the divots in the yard. Like I'll show you. So right here, there was like a huge divot right in here. So I just used sawdust and charcoal pieces and wood chips, and we just backfilled this, and we're gonna keep putting stuff on here because it takes about 2 years for like wood shavings and wood chips to start breaking down into soil. And then if you look across the yard, it's like really ripply and bumpy. So the plan is to like start making this all nice and level and even with the wood chips and wood shavings and stuff like that. So all the low spots are going to start getting filled in so that my son can ride his Tonka truck, Big Eartha, around the yard. And then over there, we got some huge dirt mounds that he drives the quad over. And he's not really jumping stuff yet, but he'll be getting there pretty soon. But yeah, you can see how deep this rivet is. Yeah, when they dumped off the pallets here, there was a bunch of garbage that came with it. That's all right. I'll use the shop vac, or I'll have either my lady or my kid come out here with the shop vac and suck out all this junk. We did a massive burn pile right here. This is like nutrient rich soil now because we did a massive burn pile right here. It actually killed some of the leaves on the trees as well. And then we started our own compost and added to the compost that was, or the mounds of dirt that was already here. That tarp was already there. Yeah, so that tarp was already there. Those dirt mounds were already there, but we added all this dead grass. We dethatched all of our property and had my son put that in the back of Big Eartha and then haul it over here and then dump it. So we're actually in the process of making our own compost. Eggshells, coffee grounds, coffee filters, paper bags, you name it. The only thing we don't really put out here are like actual food scraps because we don't really want to attract a lot of wildlife, so we just keep it simple. But yeah, so that's all like the newer wood, not newer, but the old new wood that got dropped off over here. So yeah, we're still in the process of cleaning all this up, and I gotta cut all of this into good sized chunks. But yeah, this is old, like some of it's old rotted, which I don't really mind. I mean, I wish I had like a wood chipper or something, because then I would use the chipper just to like backfill the land and stuff. I don't mind having wood chips in the backyard for a couple of years. But yeah, this is all the logs that I cut. And then we're still clearing out I'm not cutting down any new trees. All I'm doing is clearing out all the dead trees that are on the property and using that for firewood and stuff like that. So what do you think? I did set up a couple hammocks over there. This property was actually covered in like these invasive vines and stuff that would like wrap around the trees, and some of them are still up there. So yeah, I cut a lot of these vines and been doing like a lot of work with this stuff. So oh, I just slid on mud. Yep. So all of this we're gonna end up backfilling with dirt. I believe that there's rubbish under the dirt, and same thing under here. I'm gonna have to rent equipment to figure that out. But yeah, you can see all of it's in the lawn. But this lawn, it grows like wildfire, so pretty good, huh? A sawzall is great for what? Yes, it is, but not these kind of vines. These vines are so heavily covered in thorns that you can't even get close to them enough with a sawzall. So what I use is a hedge trimmer or a bush trimmer. Like, look. And these are just riddled with vines. Vines covered in, like, some of these vines are like fox grapes, like this. These are fox grapes, but you can see that the vines completely cover the trees. And what happened was I had vines coming all the way up here, and then you can see that branch right there that's broken. I had vines wrapping all the way up there, and what I did was I took some ratchet straps, wrapped it around the vine, and then yanked it out, and it actually broke a branch. Same thing with, I think, a tree or two here, yanked it. But yeah, eventually what I want to do is I'll probably rent one of those tractors from like Home Depot or something, or some, I don't know, maybe get somebody out here to clear all this, because I want to be able to access all of this, and I want to like start growing watermelons and pumpkins and stuff like that, because look, all that land I'm not able to use because it's all covered in vines. So yeah, I want to, there's still logs in here that I have to retrieve. I don't know how else to say it. And then all in here, this all this vegetation, when I cut all the vines and all the thorn bushes and stuff like that, I would throw it all in this area, and then I would come through with my lawnmower on the lowest setting and just mulch it up, just mulch the crap out of it. But yeah, this is like way too much for me to do with the little bit of time that I have. So, but you can see that there's so much wood in here, I still haven't been able to recover. So, and there's still part of my property I still haven't been able to access because it's all covered in thorn bushes. So, like, all this is all thorns. I thought you made like a 3x10 with a roof and post with plywood in back, so where to stack your wood and keep dry. Okay, so I'll keep, like, I'll let you in on a little build that we are almost done with, that we were working on diligently last night. I'll bring you down here. We actually cut up our Christmas tree, threw the logs in the, whatchamacallit, the wood bin. But you don't really need to cover your wood. As long as you keep it out in the open for the sun and the wind to get it. Like, look, this wood up here is wet, right? Looks moist, right? This wood up here looks moist, right? But look at all the wood down here. It's dry. This is all dry wood. This is dry. This wood is wet. It's on top. Rain only goes so far. I mean, if we had some crosswinds, sure, this would get wet. But, you know, most of this stuff was split earlier or like later in 2024. So it still has some time to dry, like completely, like bone dry. But as long as you keep it out in the open for the sun and the wind to hit it and you give it enough time, it's going to dry out. I actually learned that from a guy who actually sells firewood as like a hobby, but his YouTube channel is called In the Wood Yard. And the guy's name is Chris, and he was the one that I learned that from. He said, you know, if he used to stack wood and he saves, I think over 400 hours a year by not stacking it like this anymore, or stacking it, you know, in like, you know, rows and stuff. And now he just built, what's up, Rank? Now he builds big wood bins and he just chucks it all in there. The goal is for me to just pile this high, make a big cone, couple big cones, and just let that dry out till next year. I actually got some red cedar in here. You can see that. That's pretty nice, right? I actually found this. This was like falling in the property. Yep. I got some more spalted wood in here. But yeah, let me show you that. Let me show you what we were working on yesterday. Don't mind the mess in here. We've been building. All right. So got my Hot Wheel collection. There we go. But yeah, so I just bought that saw, and this is what we were doing. So this is going to be the base of the storage. Yes, sir. What's up, Rank? So this pallet was actually a little too long. So what we did was we added some new edge pieces and shortened it, because I think that pallet was about 40 inches. This one was like 48. So now all we did was add some new beams in there. That's the bright white ones. Nailed those down and then cut off the 8 inches. That's that piece right there. That one right there. And yeah, so what we did was we cut off that piece. So now that piece is going to get cut, put into the fire pit. And this is the new roof that we made for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these legs and we are going to nail them like this, upright. And this is going to probably be about knee height off the ground, using these and some other ones that we find. And then this is going to be the wood shingled roof. So this is going to sit at an angle on top of this pallet. So let me back up, show you guys what the plan is. So this plan, we're going to stack firewood, mostly our sticks and stuff like that. So that way we don't have to go up into the wood bin and constantly go get some more. So this pallet is going to be, you know, about knee height. And then that one is going to be a couple feet above it, but it's going to be slanted like a roof. And that's why the wood planks go that way, so all the rain could run off, but air can still get through there. It's just the rain is going to run off. And then we got an oak pallet that I broke down. I actually bought a pallet buster a couple years ago. And yeah, so basically all these broken boards, stuff like that, we just put that right into the bonfire. It helps keep us warm when we're out here splitting wood. Heck yeah. And we're actually supposed to get like, I think like 6 to 8 inches of rain tonight. Oh, and then underneath that tarp there, I actually picked up a bubble back TV. I'm leaving it out in the rain because somebody threw it out and left it on the side of the road, and I haven't had one of those since I was a kid. This is my snow blower. I can't get it to start. It doesn't have a primer, and I can't get it to start. Like I was twiddling with it earlier, but then my lady called me and told me that breakfast was ready, so I went inside, had breakfast. I didn't even go for my jog today or my run today because the roads were icy, and you know what? I'd rather skip a day of running and working out and avoiding hurting myself. What's a lot of wood? And then I'll show you guys what else I got. So I'm not going to be able to do anything else with this wheel today. So I'm going to put that right here on top of the bucket. These screws. I'll probably put the screws back in the hub. The pile outside. The one on the wall? Or the one inside the bin? The one right there inside the bin? Or the one on the wall? Oh, no, that's not even a lot, dude. It looks like a lot, but I didn't even show you. Hold on. Because you're new to the channel, I'll show you. And then after this, I gotta drive those screws in, and then let me see, what time is it? 2:49. Yeah, I think after this I'm gonna go upstairs, start getting ready for bed, because I actually wake up for work at 12:30 in the morning. So right here is actually where I'm gonna buy a wood stove. I'm gonna put a wood stove right here. I actually have a vent right there that the heat could rise up through. And that is the flue that goes out to the top. And so I'm going to buy a wood stove, and we plan on supplementing our heat with the wood stove. But I think what I want to do is I want to so the original plan for this room, that's actually a shower. There's a bathroom right there. Over there is the laundry room. Yeah, John, what are you bringing to the bonfire? John's like, I'll bring Lucky Charm marshmallows. Like, dude, where the hell do you get Lucky Charm marshmallows from? But all right, so check this out. So I want to put a wood stove, but not just a regular wood stove. I'll probably get a regular one for now if I can't find the one that I want. But the plan is to turn this into a YouTube recording studio. And then I have another room that I could show you guys real quick. Let me turn up the light down here. This is our laundry area. That's a dehumidifier. That's actually rigged right up into the dryer exhaust vent. All right. All right. So this guy. All right, sweet. All right, so yeah, I plan on turning this into my editing room. Don't worry about it. It's a mess. We just moved in June. We got some time. That's my vintage 1980 scooter. And then where I want to start doing recording and possibly renting this out to other content creators is this room right here. Have a shower, have a bathroom. I live in Connecticut. But yeah, so I want to put an actual like vintage wood stove here with like the little plate burners and oven and stuff like that. Just to make it like real vintage and pretty cool. So that's why we're doing all this wood, because not only is it going to heat, but we can actually cook down here and do like a little cooking show or something like that for the channel. We used to have that on the channel a couple years ago with my assistant Nicole, my old assistant Nicole. She used to do some cooking on the channel. I got to buy a pressure washer so I could wash this walls. Oh, you used to live in Clinton. Nice. Yeah. Oh, it's starting to rain. Oh, man. Yeah, I had to put rock salt down earlier because we were just slipping and sliding. I'm going to close this door. And bear with me a second. Do a pressure washer video. Love watching that. Yeah, baby. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one in the spring, and yeah, start doing some pressure washing, and I plan on getting my laptop back up and running soon too. What I'm gonna do is I have an external hard drive that I have to do some file recovery on, so I got to send that hard drive out to a company to do some file recovery. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Bear with me 1 second, guys. There we go. You know, it's sometimes it's the simpler things in life that nobody understands. Like if you guys get a chance, go online and look up there's a guy with a spool of wire. It was on TikTok, but you know, TikTok got taken down. Oh no, wait, what? That means I got to charge my my headlamp. That's all right. I'm about to wrap this video up. But look up the spool of wire video. There's a guy with a spool of wire. His wife came out, recorded him because he wanted her to. Then he was talking about how he bought that spool of wire like 20 years ago, and it's down to his last couple of windings of wire. And she was like, "Why are you getting all like sappy over some wire?" He was like, "It's not just wire. It's like this is like a portion of my life right here. Now I'm down to like the last bit." And she's like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "You know what? Never mind." Like she just didn't get it. Like he was being real and she just didn't get it. Like people don't understand, like men are just such simple people that like, you know, most people don't, the opposite gender, just most of them, they don't understand. All right, so now the next project is, because I can't really do anything else with this wheel at the moment besides mount it. You know what? Let's mount it. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks. Can you guys see this right here? Yes, you can. Sweet. Okay. So this, we're gonna actually put some strawberry jelly on it. There's a little burr right there. I want to take care of that. Let me grab my file really quick. Well, put some carburetor cleaner on that. Alright, I'm gonna just grab my rag. I don't know what to do with it. I'll be around somewhere. Right. Clean it off. Put a little bit of strawberry jelly on it. Alright, let's see. Now this wheel, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make extras of these. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this 5-star bolt pattern get mounted to another one, but longer bolts. These will still be secured like this, but then I'll have another wheel that the bolt will go through and then be secured again. It'll be secured again. So valve stem always faced out. And let's see if we can smack this on without the axle going flying out the other side. And the axle starting to slide. Yo, Rank, that's wild, bro. Oh man. Listen, hate speech. There we go. So the goal isn't for the tire to go the second tire to go through the wheel, if that makes sense. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put another washer, probably like another washer here, the nut on, and then bolt the tire to this one as the dually. There we go. All right, wiggle that out. And what I could do to help this whole thing is maybe get another drill bit and like make sure I clean that up a bit, but I'll show you what the other project is. My rag. So as stated on the other video, bear with me a second. I use Ryobi for everything. So this is the bucket support. So this is some angled aluminum that I screwed onto here because I got a split here. It started to split here. Started to split there. So the idea is I don't want to use big light pods such as these because even though, you know, this is the workhorse around the yard, I want to keep this as sleek as possible, but you know, I don't want to put these on here like that, these like bulky light pods. So I went a while ago and I bought some Cobb light strips, which stands for chip on board. And the goal is to put these like that all the way down. So what we could do, and it shouldn't take much time, is solder these up. I'm going to measure how long these Cobb LED light strips are. Let me grab my blade. That has like little tiny little tabs on the back. So what I could do is I can take these, measure them, and measure how many it will take to line that. Let me put that there. Got my soldering iron right there. So I got the soldering iron warming up now. I'm gonna put the heat on in here because it's starting to get cold again. In the meantime, I'm going to warm up my flux paste. I got my solder here. Yep, so now what we're going to do is we're going to measure how long this is. It's about 22 1/4. And then this is about 6 and it's about 6, a little over 6.5. So 6, 12, 18, 24. So it might use like 3. Let's see. So we're going to take these off, these black covers, and then we are going to solder these together. Let me bring you guys back over here and show you guys what the table looks like. Sweet. Soldering iron. Let me go get the flux paste and something to put to spread the flux paste. Probably like an old what do you call that thing? Zip tie, maybe. Zip tie. Zip tie secured. Yep, so I'm just waiting on the soldering jelly. So what we're doing is we're gonna desolder these wires, and then we are going to solder these together, but in a row, if that makes sense. Just waiting on the jelly over here to warm up. I got the heater running. Let me get some hand sanitizer. Shouldn't be much longer for the jelly. Yeah, so we're supposed to get like 6 to 8 inches of snow tonight. And I don't know. That's going to be more inland, I think. But we'll see. Because I work on the shoreline, so we'll see how that affects me. Let's see. Yep, jelly's looking good. Now, this is just basically a soldering jelly. I don't know why I call it a jelly, but it's like flux paste. So, take our hot soldering iron, stick it in there, and we're just going to remove the old wires. That's it. Just remove the old wires. And I might as well just put some of this jelly the solders right there. Yeah, all you do is just put like a little tiny dab right on the tip of it. Move that wire out the way. Put like a little dab of jelly right at the top. Comes right off. Okay. That's the second wire. Third wire. Just put this around. Alright, 3 wires done. So then we're gonna line these up like that, positive, positive. Slide that down, slide that over. I'm gonna try to keep it on this line right here, so that I know that it's as straight as possible. There we go. So now we're gonna just take a little bit of the jelly, put some on the tip of the soldering iron, and we're gonna just jelly the ends again. So there's little soldering terminals. Put a little bit of solder right here on the tip. And then thinking that we should probably use some copper. Some copper wire to connect them. The perks of having the scrap copper laying around. Do not attempt this at home. I am a trained professional. it's all good. There should be ample enough copper anyway. Sweet. So I'm going to cut off the old copper because we only want brand new bright copper for this. Yeah, I still don't know where my wire stripping machine is. So I'm going to put a bead of solder right here. I'm going to put some of that paste on. Got a nice bead of solder right here. I'm going to warm that up. For some reason it's not taking, so I am not going to use that wire. I'll get another wire before I use that. I found some no reed. No, I am not. I still drive commercial trucks, I just don't do flatbed. I can't get into specifics about what I do, but what I will tell you is that I work graveyard shift. I don't really have to deal with the general public, and I like very much what it is that I do. My boss is really cool. All right, so now that's connected. Take my blade, not my blade, my wire cutters. No, my headlamp turned off. It's all good. Yeah, so I actually said it in a different live stream that I was actually offered another contract with a big box store. I can't really tell you specifically which one it was because I don't know. Because I was offered it with a logistics company. And there we go. But yeah, I actually said it on a different live stream that the money that they offered me just wasn't good enough, because what they offered me was less than what I'm making now, and they would want me to work 6 days a week instead of what I work now is 5, and I would have had to be dealing with whatever big box store, company, employees, customers. Like, no thanks. You don't miss what a curbside delivery is to people? Nah, not really. To be honest with you, that was actually getting old, man. You know, and I remember when I was driving for Home Depot. You know, at one point I was just like, man, like this gig is boring. And I remember saying that. I was like I was so tired of it. Like, and I was just like, I just want something. Like, I didn't know how to explain it. Like I wanted to do a more exciting job than that. But actually what I do now is a lot less boring. Like, it's more boring, but I get, like, again, like, the biggest thing is I don't want to deal with people. Like, if I don't got to deal with people, better off I am. Just makes life simpler. You know, my uncle, he was asking me, he was like, you know, is your boss, like, does your boss, like, ever yell at you or something? I was like, no, he doesn't yell. And on top of that, like, my boss used to do what it is that I do, so he understands. So, and like, I remember I didn't have to talk to my boss for, it was like 7 months I went without talking to my supervisor, like me needing to talk to him about something. If that makes sense. Like, I didn't have a need to talk to him about anything. I mean, you tell me what job can beat that. Your boss doesn't call you to complain, really. Yeah, so I was actually talking about it earlier in this live stream. I actually have to send one of my external hard drives out because it actually got corrupted. Because I actually went to a hat shop and I had my file on it for my logo, and I couldn't safely eject my hard drive. So they told me just pull it, it should be okay. And that was not the case. And it ended up ended up corrupting my all my files with all my work stuff, like all my videos and stuff on there. So I actually have to send that hard drive out to get fixed, and also I have to take all my current files on my laptop, back it up on 2 external hard drives, because always got to have a backup for the backup. And what I'm going to do is, when I get the original hard drive back, I'm going to go back in to see it, because when I first started posting content on YouTube, I didn't edit my videos, if that makes sense. So what that means is there's probably a good amount of content that didn't get posted because it didn't get posted because I didn't edit. So there was probably something in there. Yeah, so I actually have, little do you guys know, the first original hard drive that I have, like the main one, was a 4 terabyte. If you don't know what that means, it's 4,000 gigs of raw files. And I think that was the capacity, but I think what was on it was about 3, if I'm not mistaken. So about 3,000 gigs of files on there. Let me see. Hang on one second. Let me just grab some rubbing alcohol. Hand sanitizer, I meant to say. I said rubbing alcohol. We'll get another dab. So I have to go back into the old files and see what I can pull from there, because once I get caught up on everything that I'm doing in the yard with everything that I'm working on, like the goal is to go back into the old files and figure out what I posted, what I didn't post, what needs to get edited, because now I can do all my own editing. But that's another thing, another caveat, is that my laptop is acting up. So I have to back up all the files on my laptop, and I have to back up all the files on my laptop and basically reformat the hard drive. Oh man. Yeah, but that was just the first hard drive. It's a 4 terabyte capacity, but 4 terabyte capacity, but I think there was only about 3 gigs worth of stuff on it. All right, so now I'm going to be talking about multiple subjects here, so give me 1 second. Let me just move the soldering iron over here. I'll show you guys what the plan is. There we go. So the plan is to put the LED strip right here. I can't flash my headlamp on it because headlamp is dead. But I think maybe I could fit one more. Let me see. I might be able to fit one more in here. No, that's max. Okay. I'm gonna solder some wires here. Let me try to find some long wires. I don't have a my headlamp is dead. Oh, you know what? I got the perfect wire. Give me 1 second. Should I hold this for a video earlier? Alright, so now I'm gonna get back on topic. So alright, Noah. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Alright, so now this is Ethernet wire. Where's my blade? So the goal is to glue up this on this rim right there, and run wires under the bucket through the body, and then where is it? Right here. So I got a momentary on-off switch. Focus. A momentary push button on-off switch that I'm going to mount right above the reverse on the gear shifter. So whenever the gear shifter slams into reverse, it'll push this button, which will actually initiate the rear reverse lights, and then I actually will have a backup alarm installed on the truck, but it's not connected to anything. It's just screwed on, and the wires are ran. I'll see if my son actually wants that on there. I asked him before, he said no, but I'll ask him again because I don't know if I think he knows what I was talking about. I don't think he knows it was for his truck. Alright. So, once you get this going, you can find show you a little trick inside the Ethernet. You find this inside the Ethernet, and you pull that, and then this twine actually runs the length of the Ethernet wire, and then you pull that out, and it will actually cut open the insulation on this Ethernet wire or bell wire or whatever the case may be. So now you can take this. I'll teach you another trick. Bear with me. Yeah, I'm not gonna run the wire to anything today. I'll probably just solder it to the light. So what you do is you take your drill, I lost power over there. So what you do is you just take your drill, take your wire, put your wire in here, tighten the chuck on the drill, and then it's easier if you have somebody help you, but what you can do is just untwist the wire like that. But yeah, it's easier if you have someone help you. So now you can just pick out what color code you want. Now you got 4 different wires. So let's see, I got orange, white, and brown. I got brown and white. I got blue and white, and then I got green and white. So I got this extra wire here. And I guess I'll just go with the green and white. Take this, clean off the ends. You guys are just joining the live stream. Make sure you guys smash that like button. I am about to get off of line. I am running out of lights here. So, this is what we're going to do. Put that away. We are going to clean up this wire. We're going to strip off the insulation on this wire. This is not braided, this is single strand. We are going to dip this into, we have our soldering paste, soldering jelly. And then we're going to solder the ends of this right there. And then we're going to get our soldering iron with some solder on it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pre-solder the terminals. And we're going to pre-solder the wire if we can. That just make things a lot easier. Get a little dab more of solder on there. And then we're going to do dark green for positive, white for negative. And then we're going to do the green one for positive. That's all set. And I'm going to turn off my soldering iron. And I'll show you guys what it looks like. So here's the connection right here. Green to positive, white and green to negative. It's actually soldered right there. Soldered right there. All together. Woo! And then just to verify that it works, what I'm going to do, take this battery. No! I dropped it. Dang it. See, that's what you got to be careful of right there. So, come over here, straighten out that twisted wire. We're going to split these 2 wires. We're going to strip that. Wire strippers right there. wire stripper right there. And we could just tap these to, and these are 12 volt, but we could just tap them to the 18 volt battery. Just to make sure it works. See, the other two work. I'm not sure if this one is going to work. This first one might be a bad one. Let me grab my this is a 18 volt to 12 volt step down converter. Black for negative into this one, green positive, that one. Yep, so this first LED is bad. So good thing we checked before we installed it, right? So now power switch, I'm gonna have to turn the soldering iron back on real quick because I wanna leave myself off in a better place. Soldering iron, and let me do this quick. Put some solder paste here, solder paste there. Hopefully soldering iron didn't lose too much heat that we can just desolder that. Yeah, the soldering iron lost a lot of heat. There we go. There we go. So now I'm going to come over here, I'm going to desolder that one. I'm going to prep this by putting some solder paste there. I'm going to get my soldering paste, my solder, sorry. And we're going to pre-solder. Pre-solder the terminals. Keep dropping. Alright, so now that both of them are already pre-soldered, I'm going to desolder this right here. Right there. So now that connection is severed. I'm going to come over here, desolder that, desolder that. That goes in the trash. This one comes in here. Just to be on the safe side, I'll put a little bit more solder paste on it. little bit of solder on the soldering iron. And we're going to lap those right there. This do negative first. We'll do positive next. Right, let's see how well that holds up. Well, it's just working. Oh man, if this doesn't work, I'm giving up on it. For tonight anyway. Alright, there's gotta be something wrong with the connection here. I'm not getting any juice. Don't tell me that's another bad LED, dude. That's another bad LED. I'm gonna be upset. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to split these wires and check it before I even put them into the device. Just have another bad LED. What is going on, dude? Okay, so that LED works. So I'm wondering if the wires just weren't making contact with something on the inside. So let me straighten out these wires, and then we're gonna go ahead and try it again. Still nothing, dude. All right, yeah, I can't spend more time on this today. Let me go ahead and start unplugging stuff. But yeah, I am gonna get cleaned up here. I do appreciate you guys watching. I do appreciate you guys watching and staying tuned with the Big Eartha build. We got some nice progress done and made today. New tires, put on the 5-bolt rims, and yeah, I'm hoping to do another live stream soon, but let's go ahead and start getting cleaned up. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next video. Later.